Hey guys, hi, what's up? Welcome to yet another reaction video. I am not gonna ramble on too much this time because this video is 2 to 3 times the length of the other episodes with over 6 minutes, and honestly I'm looking forward to this. So on the previous episode, which was episode 6, we watched Bear Witness, which was interesting because we learned just a little bit more of Mischief's backstory, even if it wasn't a little bit. But we also got some insight into our blue-coated guy's backstory, who I initially thought was just a random passerby, but apparently his backstory is still very much important to the overall story of this world. And again, probably should have realized that sooner, but I didn't, and so here we are. Now, as I've said before, probably won't ramble too much. So let's just jump into episode 7, the mechanical Saccorhytus? I probably should have checked the pronunciation of that word beforehand. Huh. Well, look at me being an idiot and not checking that. You guys can feel free to tell me how horrible that pronunciation was down in the comments if you want to. But I say we just jump right into it right now in 3, 2, 1, go.
4.6 billion years ago,
That's a new
gravity
voice.
pulled the gases of a giant molecular cloud to form the sun.
That's a new
The
voice.
remaining materials formed
Also
what is
some of
called
Earth's backstory here and the universe,
Saccorhytus,
our solar system's backstory.
where
But
Earth was formed.
any reason for that elaboration, or I don't know. Like honestly, who's this? Are we getting introduced to a new character, or is this just a basic narrator?
Later came the first proteins,
I'm very curious.
DNA,
Life.
life.
Yeah, called it. So what's with
An
the
accident.
backstory?
It is thought that there are 1 billion trillion stars in the observable universe.
So
It was statistically likely to have occurred.
more than once, probably. More than once?
Over time,
No?
the atoms and molecules that make up each and every one of us rearrange themselves. Over time, they have strived to
Become what?
more complex.
Right, so bigger life forms developed and more intelligent life forms
But why?
to be better suited to survival. Well, that works once we actually got some kind of life. But before that, life had to develop in the first place, which is a big why. But yeah, the thing about why organisms became more complex, probably because of increased chance of the survival with intelligence and everything. Or it's gonna be aliens. Of course it's gonna be aliens. No, actually that's... Is that Greetings Robotics, were they called? Because I can read the word greetings, I can't quite make out the second word. No, it is Greetings Robotics Corporation, alright. So those guys are back. What is he looking out for exactly? And there's this thing again. It still creeps me out. I can say that, right? T-post status confirmed. Camera power system stable. Booting. So they're booting up this monstrosity here. I mean, I'm gonna say it again. This doesn't seem dangerous at all. No. Are they gonna shock it to boot it up, or what are those things for? Okay, it's more of that static. Status completed, so... Masked, okay. Kinetic autonomous mechanical interface. Interface? Title? So what's gonna happen now that the mask is removed? We can see that strange shifting face again. Yeah, I figured as much. I figured as much. And now what's happening? Now what's happening? What is... And there's... Are they draining that stuff? Oh, there's the title drop, by the way. Mechanical... Saccorhytus? That blimp looks unsettling. Why does it have to have a face? Is there a reason for that? And a brain and okay, so that thing's alive. That blimp is alive, pretty much. Let me ask you again, is there a reason for it to be alive? Also, it's the audio, okay, I think the audio might be a little loud. Let me turn it down a bit, there we go. I think that might be better. But still. So all it's currently showing is that that blimp has some sort of a brain now. And a skull. Again, I would like to know the reasons for this. I feel like this is supposed to answer questions, but it's only raising more questions for me. There's so much going on, and with every second that passes, the amount of questions I have only increases. That's a whale, isn't it? Yep. I can still see it in the back. There it is again. That's a lighthouse. Is it heading towards the lighthouse? I mean, it looks like it. Might just be heading in that general direction. Or is it a target? For some reason. Now the thing about this being longer than usual is that maybe we'll find out a bit more. Then again, I think we're about to approach the end now. And honestly, I didn't learn much from this, like, at all. Yeah, there it is. I pretty much didn't learn anything. And... well, other than that they have that strange interface thing, the KAMI, in that strange blimp, and that blimp is in possession of a brain or something. It certainly has a face. And in all honesty, I'm very weirded out by whatever the hell Greetings Robotics is doing. Is there any reason why Greetings Robotics would give a blimp a face and a brain and that sort of stuff? Is it necessary? Probably not. Unless, of course, they have some weird goal in mind that I won't even attempt to decipher right now. But maybe again, a lot of this stuff will probably make sense later on. A lot of the stuff probably also won't make sense later on. After all, from what I know, there's still a lot of unanswered mysteries about this series, because it's still... well, it's still running. But before I get into what sort of mysteries are yet to be answered and which ones are actually known, I first have to catch up to the rest of the series. So, this is pretty much as far as I know the story now. So, I'm sure there's gonna be a lot more going on later on. But that'll have to wait until the next episode. So, again, I want to thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this reaction, and I hope you will be patient and stick around for the next one, whenever that's gonna be. I know these reaction videos are not the most common uploads. Who knows, maybe I'll get a little bit more into them at some point again. But right now, I apologize to all of you who are enjoying these reactions. I know you probably want them to be released a little bit more frequently. But part of me still thinks that doing reactions is kind of cheap. Because basically, well, I'm just watching some other person's content. Then again, the same goes for gameplay pretty much. I'm just playing a game while commentating. I think I went into that before that. both reactions and gameplay kind of share that in common, because you're basically just looking at another person's work and engaging with it while giving your thoughts to the people watching. Not that that's a bad thing. Quite the opposite, in fact. In my opinion, at least. I'm sure there are some people who see it another way. But this is the end of this reaction video. As I've said, I hope you enjoyed, and I guess I'll see you next time then. So until then, bye!